And we can just dance the night away until we get no more. I'll shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who you used to be. For just tonight, could you just dance, dance the night away?
Hi, I'm Maddie Wilder, and I just wanted to come on here and share a few thoughts that I had just because I coach people right now and I coach people on, having better relationships with themselves, better relationship with food, different struggles that people have, and a lot of times people struggle with overeating. And so I talk to people a lot about honing into their hunger cues, listening to how full they are, really slowing down when they're eating and thinking about what they're eating. And last night, I, I kind of had been snacking the whole day, which is fine, but I guess I don't quite know why I was doing that. But I had several snacks in the morning. I had lunch, and then I was kind of like, I feel like I've had a lot of food. Maybe I won't eat dinner. But then I went to go work out and I was like, I feel like I really need dinner. So I got tacos. And it was like three tacos. And I ate one. And then I was like, I'm still hungry. And then I had two. And then I was like, I'm still hungry. And and I've been working out a lot lately. So I feel like maybe my appetite is that's probably what it is. I've been working out a little bit more than normal. And maybe my appetite is higher. But then okay, so after I had the tacos, I was kind of just hanging out last night and I had some ice cream like later in the night. And then I don't know, I woke up from sleeping and like I got up maybe around like midnight and I was like looking for a snack. And I almost felt like this, which again, like I think this is common, like this out of control feeling. And I'm like, that doesn't normally happen to me. Like I normally don't feel like these urges to eat, especially late at night, especially if I'm going to bed. That's not really something I like that hasn't happened in a long time, just kind of that like food seeking behavior. And so I'm really finding it interesting and I'm kind of trying to honestly put myself in the shoes of a client and how that feels and I'm trying to watch how I talk to myself too, like after that incident, like especially waking up this morning, I'm kind of like, was I really hungry? Like, why did I eat that? I honestly physically didn't feel like amazing. I felt a little off. And yeah, I don't know if it's because I've been working out more, that I've been more hungry, or but I ate consistently yesterday. Maybe the day before I didn't. I don't know. But I'm just kind of sitting here thinking about how clients feel if this is the norm and how honestly it's kind of annoying and I'm finding it a little bit difficult to not be almost maybe mad at myself is a good word. And I'm really trying to pay attention to how do I talk to myself? How am I feeling towards myself? Am I like, I don't know, I feel like I kind of need to sit with myself a little bit and reflect because in the moment, right, it felt really hard. In the moment, I was like, I don't know if I really need this, but I had some peanut butter and granola because that's what I found. But yeah, I'm just kind of surprised, and I feel like I've been talking to a lot of people about this, and I almost wonder if talking about it and thinking about it more, especially the last few weeks, and I feel like I'm trying to push myself outside my comfort zone, and I wonder if that's creating some anxiety for me, and I wonder if there's certain moments where I'm turning to food to cope. And so basically, I feel like I'm trying to talk to myself in a way that's productive, right? If I shame myself and I hate on myself, like that's not really going to do any good. But I really want to take this opportunity, really, it is an opportunity to sit with myself and kind of check in and just ask like how is this going? But I also could see how hard that would be if there are so many of those negative thoughts and judgments towards yourself and feelings of shame and inadequacy, you would maybe just want to avoid feeling, avoid like leaning into why did that happen? But it literally happened to me, and I don't want to sit here and pretend that I'm above those kinds of things happening to me, but I'm noticing that I really need to slow down and sit with myself about what was going on for me. Maybe what was I needing? Maybe I don't know. I just need to spend more time sitting with myself, but I want to encourage others that if that's something that happens to you or you struggle with that and then you kind of have regrets the next day or you don't feel as great the next day and you kind of are like, why did I do that? Like don't beat yourself up, and I know that's so much easier said than done, but we have to use these moments to learn from ourselves. We have to use these moments to sit with ourselves and reflect and like lean into the discomfort of the behaviors that we don't like so that we can create change. Because if we just don't like what happened, we don't think about it, we avoid it, we move on, and we don't kind of stop and ask ourselves, wait, why was that happening for me? We're never going to be able to get to the the bottom of it, right? Because we're just avoiding the problem. And we all avoid problems. I'm avoiding multiple problems. And yeah, I guess I just really wanted to record some thoughts because I felt like this doesn't normally happen. I don't normally feel like I struggle with this very often. And so having it happen and being somebody that coaches people on this, I'm finding it really curious about how I'm feeling towards myself, how I'm talking towards myself, what I'm planning to do about it. Like, what am I actually planning to do about it in real life? And I think I just need to check in with myself, and I'm a big journaler, so like I'm probably going to journal about it or think about it or yeah, I guess just kind of see like what maybe led up to that moment. Maybe there's something underlying that is I mean is really causing me anxiety and I need to sort that out or talk to somebody about that. Um, but yeah, I'm finding it really interesting to be, and this was like last night, so I feel like all of these thoughts and all these feelings are fresh and I don't necessarily have them all sorted out for you right now. But um yeah, that was my experience last night and again, that hasn't happened in a while, so I'm finding it I'm kind of almost curiously like I'm watching myself to see how do I respond to an event like that because I think that that matters and kind of putting myself like clients probably feel this way all the time. Like I know like clients have told me that they will wake up and eat food or get out of bed, to find a snack. And they don't necessarily, maybe they are hungry, but it's not necessarily something that they want to be doing, but they are doing it. And if that's you, I think that's normal. Um, yeah, maybe spend some time being curious towards yourself, even in the moment. And I found myself in the moment, like having thoughts of like, why am I doing this? Do I really need food right now? Like, what's kind of happening? And I almost was like, I literally don't care. I was so set on like getting a snack. And I don't quite know why, but maybe if I start to feel that way again, or even I feel like I noticed it from the beginning. Like I noticed it like from the beginning of the day, I felt like almost kind of like that food seeking behavior from the beginning of the day. And honestly, it kind of lasted the whole day. So I almost wonder if something I can learn for myself is that if that behavior starts in the beginning of the day, if I can maybe take some time to think about what's happening, is there anything kind of going on for me? Because honestly, I don't love how I felt this morning. I don't love kind of that out of control feeling that you get. So yeah, I think maybe that's what I'm gonna do for myself. Just kind of thinking all my thoughts out loud. But yeah, maybe noticing how I can notice the days that I'm really seeking food and kind of stopping and checking in with myself and seeing kind of what's going on so that it doesn't just keep continuing, the whole night. Or maybe it's making sure that I have a good meal so that I don't keep kind of trying to find food the whole night. Yeah. I'm not sure yet, but I thought that that was really interesting that happened to me, and I want to use that as a growth opportunity, and I want to put myself in the position of people that I am coaching, especially because I think that your relationship with yourself or your relationship with food changes, and as you grow, it's almost easy to forget what it feels like, which is a great place to be, right? You forget how it feels to be in kind of those negative spaces with yourself, which is great, right? We all maybe want to forget about that. We all want to have positive interactions with ourselves. We want to feel good. But yeah, I really want to use maybe moments of, when behavior reverts back. And I really want to use that for myself to be, learning about myself and putting myself in clients' positions so that I can really ask and feel what someone else might be feeling and ask how can I, like, what would I do in that situation, right? And I feel like, yeah, it's really helpful for me to do that, and it's really valuable, and putting myself in the position and talking through it, I think is helpful for myself and maybe helpful for other people in the future too. So, yeah. Thanks so much for listening. That is all I have. And it's early in the morning. I'm just getting ready for work. And I had to record that because it just felt really important and it was on my mind. So, thanks.